Hello, survivors of the apocalypse and veterans of AtomRPG. Welcome back to Trudograd. And apologies, it has been a while, but now we are back to continue our Let's Play. And let's hope the game doesn't crash so often anymore. Last time I still had a very significant throat inflammation, and then I went on vacation, and then there was so much stuff coming up, including compensating for some really bad stuff that's happened in said vacation, because I got infected, my luggage got infected by bed bugs. I didn't know that before. You know, I had no experience with that, but it was also good training for the post-apocalypse, I guess. Yeah, where if everything is filthy and so on. Well, and you know, going through a number of quarantine measures, yeah, getting rid of them, that wasn't so easy, and I didn't want to infect my home, of course. Well, and then one thing came to another, and here we are. But I hope that we can actually recollect. So last time, I have no idea, I don't remember anything right now, but last time we had a huge fight, and I just want to make sure that we have the correct save game here. So this one, right? 525,000 experience points, so this must be it. Yeah, 694. Yeah. And looks like the same. Okay, good. Because normally I always just went for the quick... Yeah, here we are. There we have someone. So, well, and oh yeah, here. And oh god, look at this. That was so horrible. And by the way, so where are we? Map. There was here like the underground station. Okay. Yeah, well, and sorry, it took just a while to get back into the game, and I played other things, obviously. And I didn't forget about Trudograd, but I thought, okay, well, now that the game had crashed so often, it would be, you know, maybe also a chance for them to fix something. So I hope things are okay now. So, and what's the situation now? Quests. So we are done quests. Well, I never clicked on all of this stuff here, but we have accomplished quite a little bit. Not really a child's play. This is not where we are. Underground station here. The scientific research. A conglomerate agent, Robert Kwan, asked us to investigate an underground station somewhere outside the city. He wants us to find a causality retromodulator schematic. Oh yeah, okay. So let's see. Well, and immediately the game crashed. It's so sad. So I'm not sure if, but I don't think the save game is corrupted or something. It's just a general problem. Well, and I couldn't even I couldn't even finish my introduction here. But well, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play this up to 3 crashes. Okay. So that's what I'm willing to do, because if the game crashes, then I have to check the integrity of my hard drive, because it can mess up everything. But anyway, so I hope you are enjoying nice Easter days, and everything is okay on in your area of the world. Look at this, like, I really love the graphics here. It's so cool, all the details. So this guy here has red collars there. It looks like a general or something. And when I just clicked on the body, I think, then the game crashed, right? Maybe... But I mean, like, it's pretty apparent that we need to look at this guy. Is anything here? Maybe let's go here first. Or maybe I'm not looking at him. Or there's something. Worzow's notebook. Then let's read Worzow's notebook. Game saved, quick saving, okay. So, inventory. And now it's not, where is it now? Down here somewhere. Yeah, okay. Let's read it. When the evacuation was announced due to unrest in Berlin, who was the only staff member we couldn't find during recon at the facility exit? It was Kolmogorov. Who did I discover crawling around the bunker when I returned? Again, Kolmogorov. The bastard was worming his way around the engineering stations with a pile of folders under his arm, all classified materials that, due to the circumstances, were not withdrawn, locked up or destroyed, including simplified schematics of the product. I could have locked him inside one of the segments of the object, sick, turret on him, drive a knife into his spine, yet I decided to take him alive. No, I think there's no use. It just crashed again in the middle of me reading this, and I didn't even do anything in the game. So I think it's just utterly broken right now for whatever reason, and it doesn't look like the developers are working on the game anymore, so I'm not sure. But I said 3 times, and that's that then. But well. And it immediately crashed again, so I'm very sorry, guys. I don't want to say that I consider this Let's Play dead or so, but the game is not playable anymore at this moment, or at this point, of course. I could try maybe to deinstall it or something, but sometimes it happens that the save game is lost then, yeah. But I am actually not very confident that this will actually help and solve any issues or so. I did verify everything. Yeah, I verified the game files and I don't know. But of course it's very demotivating, it's very sad, and well, if anybody knows anything, yeah, if the developers bring out a patch or something, then please let me know in the comment section. Of course I'm following the game, so I'm getting the game news. But I think I cannot continue this. It's very sad because I really like the game. But well, if it's not playable, then we are done here. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it so far. And well, I think like this is a good point, maybe that I'm just giving my collected thoughts here. So I can't rate the game because I can't recommend it at this point, obviously. If you can't play it and you can't end the game, then there's no point. So, and so far it's a certain not recommended at this point due to technical issues. But what I liked is, of course, the whole atmosphere. Like with AtomRPG, I became a huge fan of AtomRPG. I liked the graphics, so the crispness, all the details. It's really, in my opinion, it's really good as a project. Also, pretty cool. I liked all the details. A nice crafting system that felt relevant, even into the late game, or I'm not even sure where we are in this game right now, if it's late mid game or so, or early end game or something. I'm kind of a bit sad because I wanted to experience the story some more. I would hope that they are repairing it or getting it done somehow, but now it's already nearly half a year later, and it doesn't look so good, of course. Yeah, it's a bit sad. Yeah, it's a bit sad, but well, what I also didn't like so much is that our team is so small. Yeah? So it appears that in Trudograd we can only get 2 companions, although there are even 4 slots, so that also that it feels that it's not finished, kind of, and maybe that's one issue here. It's a bit weird, but yeah, at this point can't recommend it. But of course we see the potential. So, and that shall end this for this time. I will. So, and it even crashed on the loading screen, the starting screen. It's unbelievable. Well, but you can see, and by the way, let's have a look here then. Like lately they got quite some mixed reviews here, but we noticed that these guys here, they all only have something like a very few hours. 82 hours is the most, 20 hours, and I have more than 160. So I would think that these guys actually did not play the game too far in here. Yeah, so maybe it's all just crap, and once you go further in, it's just not working anymore or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that this is fraud or something, but something seems off. Yeah, but well, so I guess I'm going to deinstall it and I'm reinstalling it again. Maybe that helps, but I'm not going to experiment too much, and I had a look. I can't find the save games. Yeah, not sure. Then that's possibly it. But I articulated my thoughts. It's kind of sad. That's certainly a pretty big disappointment, but that's just how it is. So we'll see. If there's another episode, then I might get it to run. Maybe some stuff can be resolved by just reinstalling it or so. But I personally am of the opinion that a game should just work. Yeah, and doesn't have to, or can't put a player, into a full experimentation mode to make it run or so. That's their job. That's why you pay money for it. But yeah, so that's that. Let's see. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. And leave me a like if you did. Like maybe also for the complete series. Like up to this point, it has certainly been cool, and I always liked the writing. It's kind of sad to end it like this. But I can't play it like that, obviously. Yeah, and I just wasted more than half an hour. And how many minutes did we have in the game? Like 2 or 3 or so. And yeah, it just doesn't work like that. So, but well, you're heartily invited, if you haven't done so yet, to also subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell to never miss an episode again on Playing Hardball. And as always, the comment section is all yours. Let me know about your experiences with this game. Like if you are also if you have progressed so far, if you also ran into such problems, like, if you're playing it so you can choose the direct 3D options, and I tried all 3 here, and it did crash. Like, I think in the beginning I used, like, for the first fraction, before the first crash, I used direct 3D 11. Then I use auto detect, then the experimental one. Yeah, so it's always crashing, and I'm done. So, but comment section is all yours. I recommend to have a look at the other videos and Let's Plays on my channel. Or rather, I should say our channel, because it's your channel as well. Yeah, let's form a nice community here. But see you in another video. Bye-bye. Okay, well, I just reinstalled the game and verified the game file, so let's see. Let's hope the save games are still here. But if it crashes again, then we are done. Then we are really done. So there's this guy. Everything looks the same. I mean, the fight here was insane. That was super cool. He's got causality retromodulator schematics. The folder's torn, tattered, and stained with mud. It's impossible to understand what is written in the documents. And my hope is actually increasing now. Let's pick up his gun as well. Inventory. Please don't crash game. Ah, no, it's actually, the folder. So it's a folder with documents. Stained with mud. Were we to bring this to someone? There, then this guy. So I started to read this. Well, okay. Things look good right now. Maybe. So here so he found him, shot him, and tried to take him alive. He's right now lying on the ground a few meters away, still holding the folder, slowly bleeding out from a bullet in his liver, and ironically enough, I am in a similar state. Good thing there was a notebook on hand, or you never would have known. I don't think he's alive anymore, but earlier he boasted of how he tricked us all, how he eliminated the real Kolmogorov back in 1984. Please conduct an internal KGB investigation. No, the game crashed again, and I think we're done here. So, Trudograd, uninstall it, and it's gone. However, I want to post a review. I wrote something there. So, I loved AtomRPG and its sequel expansion. Trudograd is even better in many ways. Better graphics, cool finishes for certain weapons, funny writing, dark and smart humor, crafting that stays relevant until at least hour 160. Lots of equipment and weapons, tons of quests, many cool characters, your own HQ, could name more. You can immediately see that real hard blood went into this project, and I deeply appreciate this. But the game keeps crashing hard. I saw that there's no review here on Steam that goes further into the game than around 80 hours. My playtime is more than double. I've got a completionist approach, and during the last hours the game was unstable to the point of utter unplayability. That is why I cannot recommend this title at this point. Very sad and disappointing. I hope they get around and fix it, but until then I will have to give this a thumbs down. See for yourself in my Let's Play. Post review. Of course, people can comment. Can I do this here? Attach my PC specs? Yeah, why not? Huh? What's that? So here. What's this? Here, what's this? Closing. What is this? Why doesn't it do it? There. So. Post review. There we go. So, and then we are done here. The Let's Play is done. Maybe they will fix it at some point. I'm not too optimistic, actually. And if we look down here, they just went into the language updates here. So let's see. And AtomRPG, the AtomTeam, I mean. Ah, yeah. Well, I think they have been working on Swordhaven mostly. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. It's sort of sad. I'm kind of sad about this. But it's yeah. That's also not really a recommendation for Swordhaven. I had covered it. But we shall see. Maybe they get around to do something. But well, then this Let's Play for now is ending. But yeah, like, I mean, if you really like this game, then you might want to stick around on my channel, on our channel here. And maybe in the future, if something happens, and if you know anything, let me know in the comment section. You're highly invited to share thoughts there, as always. But we're ending this now. Yeah, I hope still you found it informative, and up to this point you found the Let's Play entertaining, but I can't go on like this, obviously. So see you next time in another video. Bye-bye.